Mighty Final Fight is a side-scrolling beat-em-up released by Capcom later on in Nintendo's 8-bit library in 1993. Like most games released later on in the NES's life, the game commands a pretty hefty price. Understandably, for this reason, hardcore gamers look for other alternatives to play Mighty Final Fight, such as importing the Famicom version. No one should have to subject themselves to paying an arm and a leg, or exchanging sexual favors to attain a copy. Now, I've seen many people recommend the Capcom Classics Mini Mix collection for the Game Boy Advance, which compiles 3 of Capcom's greatest from the 8-bit era: Strider, Bionic Commando, and Mighty Final Fight. So is the GBA collection a suitable alternative for Capcom's high-priced 8-bit brawler? Let's take a look at the Capcom Classics Mini Mix on the Game Boy Advance and see how it compares to the NES version of Mighty Final Fight. The NES version runs pretty smooth with very little to no slowdown whatsoever. I'm playing the original cart on the Retron 5 for the footage you see here. As you can see, the game looks and sounds great. Here, I'm playing Mighty Final Fight from the Capcom Classics Mini Mix GBA cart, also on the Retron 5. From the get-go, there is constant slowdown affecting the visuals as well as the audio. It only takes one additional sprite on screen to start slowing things down, and the entire game plays out like Gradius 3 on the Super Nintendo. In fact, all 3 games on this collection suffer from this.
Well, you do realize that the Retron 5 actually emulates the carts that you insert into the machine.
Yeah, technically the Retron 5 does emulate the games, so for accuracy's sake, let's take a look at Mighty Final Fight on the GameCube's Game Boy Advance player. I'll be damned. The game plays fine on the GameCube, almost flawlessly. There is a tad bit of slowdown sprinkled here and there, but really nothing to have a brain aneurysm over. It's definitely not a deal breaker. I also tested the GBA cart on an actual Game Boy Advance handheld, and it plays comparably to that of the GameCube. Not bad. Alright, so the Capcom Classics Mini Mix on the Game Boy Advance just may be the way to go if you're looking for an alternative to shelling out the mega bucks that it'll cost you to pick up a copy of Mighty Final Fight on the NES. And this also comes with Bionic Commando and Strider, so hey, you can't go wrong. Not a bad deal. It's just a damn shame that the Game Boy Advance version does not work well on the Retron 5. And I even have the most recent firmware on the damn thing, so that really sucks. Hopefully it's an easy fix, like simply replacing the ROM with a better one. So hopefully Hyperkin can get on that soon and get it corrected. Otherwise, your best bet for an alternative to playing Mighty Final Fight is probably going to be on your Game Boy Advance player on the GameCube, or on your Game Boy Advance handheld.